Hello witches, welcome back to the channel. This is Hectarios. So we're going to be doing our weekly reading for March 11th through the 16th, 2019. So we're in the waxing moon. Energies are building up to the spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere. So we're heading into that springtime energy. The energy of rebirth, renewal, awakening as well. I've been going through a lot of spiritual transformations lately concerning my delving into fairy magic. You can watch my witchcraft content videos, my most recent one on the updates about it. But just in general, this is a time of awakening. I've been going through spiritual transformations that are triggering awakenings within me to deeper aspects and levels of my personal power and spiritual purpose, life purpose, destiny, whatever you want to call it. And it's like deep doors are being unlocked for me within myself. And I feel like this is affecting many of us right now. There has been people who I've talked to who are also experiencing similar things. It seems to be a time of also activation of certain things, like certain aspects of our life purpose and destiny and inner reserves of power are being activated and unlocked at this time. So the build up to this Sabbath, which is next week, and actually there's a full moon on that March 20th as well. So the vernal equinox and the full moon are coinciding next week on March 20th. So it's a double layered event, I feel, because we're building up to the full moon, but we're also building up to the Sabbath. So the energies are very deep, okay? I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself with this, but I feel like it's that powerful because it's coinciding with the build up to the equinox. But this full moon is also going to be about internal activations as well. So just the build up to this full moon and to this equinox is very potent and powerful, and you'll probably already be feeling the effects of it by the time you're watching this in the aspects that I've already said so far. So that's why I mentioned all of that in the video. But let's go ahead and get into the reading. I'll be using the Lumina Tarot by Inner Hue. So, the cards I've always been using lately. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit Hecate. Please communicate the truth to me through these cards so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Usually I only do 3 shuffles, but I'm feeling to do another one this time. Please give us your divine guidance for this week so that we can use the energies for our highest good, greatest success, and joy. Thank you, and so mote it be. That was a very strong surge of energy. Okay. I see why I felt that. A little surge of energy. The Ace of Cups popped up as the final card, and I know that's where I got that overwhelming, rushing energy from. The first card is the Knight of Cups. So this is that energy I was talking about. Moving forward, the beginning of something new. This activation and awakening energy. The Knight of Cups is the romantic sort of hero's journey type energy. It's that adventure, that awakening adventure, like your first delvings into like the path of magic. Things like that. Like it's the beginning of a journey. And it's a beautiful energy. It's a beautiful time. This card's message is a message of encouragement. Sort of telling you to embrace this energy and go forward with optimism and excitement. So whatever is stirring in you, whatever you feel drawn to lately or presently, that's not an accident. It's part of a greater picture. Call it destiny or fate, your life purpose, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, there's an activation taking place. And we're being called on this path, whatever it is for each of us. So now is the time to recognize that and embrace it. There's a lot of loving energy with the Knight of Cups as well. Okay. The next card is Temperance. So this is about being aware that for some reason in this particular reading and in this particular energy that I'm feeling, I want to say things are not always what they seem. I don't know if you just heard all of that popping that just happened right there under the phone that's recording, but that was interesting. Things are not always what they seem. That's the message that I'm getting from this card at this time. Now, the Temperance card in general is about the fact that things are always adapting. Things are always changing. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is set in stone forever. Okay, things will eventually change. Things are changeable all the time. Things are not as solid as they appear. There's always an aspect of changeability. So this card is also speaking of your ability to influence change, your ability to adapt to change. There's a double-edged, double-sided aspect to it, because the world around us can change. You know, things can change, situations can change, and we can change our approach to things. We can change ourselves. We can change what we're doing. We can change the influence that we're exerting as well. And they're both interconnected. They're both influencing each other as well. We're influenced by the world, but we can also influence it. So that's what this card is all about. It's about finding or sort of observing those changes but also playing around with mixing and blending around with the influence that we're putting out as well, to see what works now. Things that worked in the past may not necessarily work now. So we have to remain adaptable. Okay? And things are not always what they seem. That's the message that popped out to me as soon as I picked up this card. And so keep that in mind as well. A lot of times, the worst of times ends up being the catalyst to a time of tremendous rebirth and an entire new opportunity or a new path unfolding and opening up. You know, sometimes it takes hitting rock bottom for us to realize our great power to change ourselves and our lives. Things like that as well. You should keep in mind with this, especially with the message I was getting, things are not always what they seem. Okay? And that's not a bad thing. It can be good that things are not always what they seem. Okay? And then finally, the Ace of Cups. This is that beautiful, renewed energy and vitality and love energy on all planes. This is divine love coming in. So think about spiritual abundance. Think about how when we are in our spiritual abundance, when we're really receptive of those divine energies coming in, it overflows from our aura and from our energy, and it changes and affects our lives in many, many numerous ways that we can't even predict or that we don't even expect. Or know that we needed. So what I'm getting with all these cards together, it's almost like it's saying really to just embrace these energies of the build up to the full moon and to the vernal equinox. Whatever rebirths are taking place within you, whatever reawakenings are going on, whatever activations are starting, embrace it. At the deepest internal levels that you can, be open to it. Receive it with open arms, with excitement, with spiritual thirst. Soak it up, because it's going to trigger a lot of powerful events and changes in our lives. Okay? This is one of those things that it really is about the soul and the spirit. Let your soul be nurtured by this energy. However that plays out for you, whatever that means for you, do what you got to do to get your nurturing for your soul, to receive it, and see how that changes and transforms and benefits your life on many levels flowing out from that. That's the reading for this week. I will be doing another reading for the full moon itself and for the Sabbath equinox itself as well. But you can see from this reading that the build up to it is very much sort of about it. Very strong energies with this. So hopefully you all feel that. I know I've talked with several people already that feel this happening. It's been happening to me. I did not know what it was going on, but I was going with it. But now that I've done this reading, I can see that it really is the build-up to these events happening next week. So, very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to it. Thank you guys for hanging out on the channel, staying subscribed. Thank you to all the new subscribers for joining. And I look forward to making several more videos and just continuing this journey together. If you would like to get in touch with me for a private reading, or for any kind of spell work or spiritual services, or handmade magical jewelry and talismans that I make, or if you'd like to get in touch with me to join my private Facebook teaching group for all of those videos and content, you can contact me through the methods below in the description box, and we can discuss all of that and my prices. And until next time, as always, hail to the witches, hail Hecate, and blessed be. Hope you guys have a great week.